Проверка звука. Проверка звука. Так, все, на Твиче все запустилось. На Ютубе. На Ютубе чё? Все. Все везде запустилось. В общем, продолжаем. На чем мы тут остановились? Остановились мы на том, что облутал я дом.
This town doesn't look much equipped to entertain a nobleman like myself. Pity.
Let it be known henceforth to each and every subject here and everywhere that, in the absence of our beloved Alexander, Bishop Divine, slain as were let fly by the perfidious lizards of the ancient empire, with the aid and abettancy of the treacherous dwarf, the Divine Order of Lucian is now led by his son's most Dallas, Hammer of the Divine, Saviour of the Sorcerers, and new deliverer of the peoples of the Hammer, shall take counsel from her most trusted advisors. Hail to the Hammer!
Leading the order. Lucian would be rolling in his grave.
The dead don't care. It's the living who should be fearful.
Ну, неудивительно, что она стала главой. Это что? Казарма... Это казарма магистров? Я пришел в казарму магистров?
Right away. I'm watching you, stranger.
Звериные чешуйки.
That's all you have to say. You may as well state your business to Magister Carver, or else get out. That's Magister business. Keep your nose out of it.
Surrounded by incompetence. I deserve a better posting. Nelson, my inkwell is dry.
The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want, elf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. I didn't ask for your opinion, savage. I asked why you're here. Now answer me. Well, mind your bloody step in future. I've an investigation to carry out, and I don't need any more distraction. Yes, a vile little tinkerer goes by the name of Higba. 3 of my Magisters have gone missing of late, from right here in Driftwood. Catching, killing, I don't care. They'll be... If you see anything, tell me or my men at once. Well, do you know any... Stop wasting my time then.
Ну, не густо. А, вон у них. О.
Bellwether, I need those reports.
Oh, great, a citizen. Can't you see I'm on a break here? What? Oh no. Go tell Magister Raymond or Magister Julian immediately. They'll raise the...
Я должен бежать, да? Ты будешь сидеть.
Serious?
Head nodding drowsily, the Magister brings her voluminous sleeve up to her...
They won't take me unawares. I'm ready for anything. See? I haven't stepped in... Well, I'm ready. That's what matters. Vigilance! Why, whoever's snatching magisters off the...
Waving you away, she cranes her neck to scan all around her, jaw clenched.
Одна бухая, вторая ленивая. Вот такая вот команда.
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better
Магистров.
not fall asleep on your watch again.
Calm down, Brianna. Carver's got his dossier on the sorcerers. Everything's falling into place. All I need to do is... watch.
Так-то я за ширмой. А, она встает иногда. Когда она до окна ходит, можно залутать этот сундук.
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better not fall asleep on your watch again.
Calm down, Brianna. Carver's got his dossier on the sorcerers. Everything's falling into place. All I need to do is... watch.
Head nodding drowsily.
They won't take me unawares. I'm no time for... Brianna can take your report.
Так, ну да ну вас нафиг, что я тут буду соваться так долго? Ну, смотри-ка, это тюрьма. Ты будешь делать-то? Ой-ой-ой, а что такое? Вставать нельзя? Ну, пока терпимо. Ну, хотя бы можно теперь спокойно походить. Полутать.
The spirit of an emaciated prisoner is staring down at his own corpse. He shakes his head.
Of all the stupid ways to go. Oh, it was a stupid bloody accident. I dosed myself with some poison to make it look like I was half dead. I must have taken too much of the stuff, though. Wound up fully dead instead of half dead. Those bastards haven't even moved me body.
The spirit scat.
I did nothing. Or I didn't do what they accused me of, at least. A miscarriage of justice is what this is. Easy for you to judge. You can just stroll out of here whenever you please. God's preserve.
He shakes his head.
Life's bloody wasted on the living. Best leave that secret for someone who needs it. You can stroll out of here whenever you like.
What's this? I found something.
Куда-то... Так. Пойду открою. Проветрить. Куда-то я шлепнулся. Тут что-то до хрена всего. Так, пойдем, наверное, сначала... Так. О, тут еще есть вторые этажи.
What do you want? Boss is busy. Good. Boss, listen up. Don't waste his time. I'm not here to chit-chat with the likes of you.
Not no more, she ain't.
Come on, you're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my...
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his...
This ain't the thanks I expect. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anna? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for some... Barnes, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf...
And you. You better have a damn good reason for...
You're making this much harder than it needs to be.
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into a garish, open-mouthed...
Leave me be, elf. This traitor needs my attention.
Step off.
Brave lad. Waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. She alive? I'm impressed. Magister who? You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? Alder's been telling us all kinds of this and that about Godwoken. So no, I'm not convinced. That's so.
He leans back and narrows his eye.
You know, the Order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. Voidwoken. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you? Ah, and it just so happens I can help you. Depending on what you can do for me.
He gestures towards the bandage across...
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart. I sent a few guys to go check on him. See if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy.
We ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
Glad you see it. No one's seen him in a good few. I got some people. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better. Good. One more thing. Like I said, Mordus is a sorcerer. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
Наркоман. Подожди, а что с Руденой, получается, курят? А как ее использовать, я не пойму. Я пытался же ее высушить, у меня не получилось.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with hose...
Quite a beauty, ain't she, Governor? Let me tell you how she rolls. First, you come to me and you buy yourself some Druidnay. That's always step one. Next, you put some leaves into one of them slots and pull. Now, all you gotta do is suckle the right mouthpiece, and before you know it, you'll be seeing flying. Oh, and by the by, come talk to me if you want something that'll Good to meet you, Governor. What's your
У нее
poison
титьки
then?
огромные, блин.
A sip or a smoke? Aye, so it is. But not just any. Further down's the arena, see? And I give, you could say that my darling herb. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom? No problem. In return for a reasonable donate.
Effie digs all kinds of outlandish herbs from out of the depths of...
Much obliged, Governor. And here's your blend.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption.
Seven, save me. This leaf is strong.
50 ходов, восприятие плюс 5.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with hoses.
Are you? No.
Hail, darling. Call me Dorothea.
She draws you in, her lips dangerously close to where your ears once were.
Oh, yes. I have something that you want. Are you worthy of my gift? Handsome. I must consider your merits before I answer your questions. Why, I wouldn't tease you with a gift I could never offer. You don't think, indeed? This is acceptable. You are nearer the one. Are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? Oh, make no mistake. Your body, you have a need. To expose it, look into my ring and tell me what you see there. Gaze into...
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
Yes. It is immortality. In return, I ask a kiss. Most delicious.
И ушла куда-то.
The tigers fly, the leopards lie, and you, oh! But I know you, don't I? I have seen you in the night, the awoken one, hounded by dying gods. Just a dream, of course, just a dream.
Fasten tight.
Что ты будешь делать?
Down for a little scuffling and tussling. Let's see if you got some fight in you.
Жезл. Интеллект, одноручный, шанс крит удара, уклонение, нифига себе, 2000 стоит. Последний оплот смерти, легендарный. Круто. Хорошенький, в принципе.
Well, that just may interest our... She'll want to talk with you herself before she'll assent to any challenge. Watch your words, mind. Well, you better start caring. Without her approval, on your way then.
Did you know our arena champion's a bloody cheat, stranger? Murga tripped me and bit off my earlobe before the fight had even...
Watch out for Murga, stranger. She's a formidable fighter, our dear arena champion. And not one to suffer fools lately.
Good gods. Is there a voidwoke? Who in their right mind would keep a voidwoke locked up? Must be one strong force for keeping it inside.
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits obscenities down upon a caged voidwoken. She exudes a powerful air of menace and...
More fodder for the arena. Let Murga the champion test how good your reflex.
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs your hand and pulls you down to the ale-soaked table. Never losing eye contact, she begins arm wrestling you.
Ha! Think I can't take it? Look in the cage!
She glimmers in and out of view, merging with the shadows. Crowing, she slams your hand down into the table, hard enough to...
I bested that voidwoken below us, you know. Dragged that scaly lump down there with my own 2 hands. Ah! Based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge your baby steps. The lion judges not the pussycat, eh? Cute! Takes a whole lot more... Ah! Go talk to the raucous one. Tell him I sent you, and he'll set you up for a challenge. Then...
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Figure it's time to prove yourself. Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd'll get its money's worth, for sure. You accept her alright? Just make sure to keep the blind. In any case, you're in for a treat, laddie. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's coming along?
Странно.
Yield to none.
Так, надо что-то делать. Нет, не это. Никак. Никак, совсем никак.
In the shadows, a dwarf
More fodder for the...
curling her torn...
Get a few bruises on your face and then we'll talk. Get a few bruises on your face and then we'll talk.
Figure it's time to prove yourself. That's the spirit. But I've got to tell you, she'll want to talk with you herself before she'll ask. Well, on your way. Figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done.
Her lips pout, but otherwise her face is steel.
I waited, yet you never appeared. I hope you have not as you wish.
One of us. How did you do it?
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that a drop of blood seeps...
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more. But I'm afraid I can't bear to press my lips against such a bone. Now, no kissing and...
Каким образом я могу поменять-то? Нет, так нет.
ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
What's this? I found something.
Так, погоди, я же могу сделать. Ну-ка, сейчас пробуем.
Her lips pout, but
I waited, yet you never... As you wish.
We ain't gonna keep you.
Most excellent.
you draw closer, and yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider. Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled.
I can't give you endless life. Instead, take this phoenix idol. Keep it on you. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment.
О, сияющий идол возрождения. Я из него уже что-то могу скрафтить. А, ну все, понял. Ну ладно, хотя бы что за навык? Где он? Ну как я убеждение 5-то сделаю? Так, ну надо что-то тяжелое туда поставить. Почку.
Tell the truth now. Who was it that sent you?
И смотри, а что он такой тяжелый? А как я туда попаду?
I heard rumor Mortis is working for the
Ты нафиг, а что он там стоит вообще? Забываю на Shift нажимать, тут же новая эта фича. Том. Фигели, почему только... Какая разница вообще, кто будет это делать? Попробуем еще раз не договориться. Так как навык убеждения я прокачал, ну, скорее всего, она очень сильная. Да, она так и так очень сильная, ну его нафиг. Потом. Посильнее, когда буду. Докопаюсь до нее.
Elsa, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some
Right
more.
away.
Фигня всякая. Призыв огненного слизня. Да, господи, у меня есть такой навык. Один интеллект. А, вот список. Мордус гном. Трали-вали. Райкер эльф. Альмира схвачена. Сайхела, смотри. Чё, какое-то колечко можем поменять? Ну даже если надену я это кольцо. Какие я навыки закину еще? У меня навыков-то нет. Его можно оставить.
A man's spirit. Sweet Armadia, why am I cursed? Has the chronicler again? The Empress. Why can't I as me? A lizard. She told me the design was. If it wasn't for me, the arm. If I knew the way, the chronicler.
Кем я хожу-то, ё-моё? Ну, в принципе, тут все, больше ничего нет.
Painful death. Trapped.
Этих может уничтожить? Тут что они тут сидят?
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better not fall asleep on your watch again.
Calm down, Brianna.
Of course, Captain.
Right away.
Так, а где он? Почему я его не вижу? А вот он.
The Magister's
What? Those tinkerers all look the same. Scruffy, gold-hungry. Well, do you know anything? Stop wasting my time, then.
Эти двое бесполезные тут. Уничтожить их нафиг. Сейчас она, когда подойдет, пахнем.
My inkwell is
Course,
dry.
sir.
Fetch me some
Right
more.
away.
Так, сундук на втором этаже пометили. Так, я хочу выйти назад совсем и вернуться к каравану. Так, нет, не сюда.
You ever think about running off? Like farming?
Вот нифига, все куриц убили.
It looks delicious, Quercus, but try to restrain yourself. What? No! You don't even have a stomach! Indulgent!
Monster! Monster! Poor little Peeper! Poor, there's only one way! Papa! Yes, yes, yes! He wanders, he roosts, but he is special. He can help Peeper, can keep him safe. What? Then you'd better be the best mama you call.
The spirit keeps glancing. How can I help?
А где я найду его? Папу. Я не знаю, где он.
History is written by victors. Do not doubt our divine order will prevail. I'll show you.
Doubled over in agony, the shivering Magister spirit mumbles to him. Noting the attention, he straightens, revealing insignia spelling Kinnet, and a jagged wound spilling his innards upon the ground. He reaches a ghostly hand into your chest and squeezes your heart. You become Kinnet, his memories flooding over you and warmth, comfort. You are Kinnet, playing cards with your mates in a cozy barracks. You stagger to tipsy attention as a white-clad Magister commands that one of your troop seek a... It's a one-man job, a job no man wants. Your sly-eyed troop leader holds out straws to you. You feel the short straw and hear them shout, Kinnet! You know what that means. A lonely traipse in the cold dark. Massacre. Your lantern reveals ravaged corpses in every direction. Inhaling sharply, you smell a thick black stench you remember secondhand from the few void-woken corpses your troops have found. As you approach a dark thicket, the stench grows stronger. In a flash of void and blood, a claw rakes staggering back from Kinnet's deathly grasp. Only your own blood now pumps through your heart. With your living eyes, you see him trembling in front of you, desperately holding out 3 straws. As you pluck the short straw from his hands, Kinnet weeps with relief. He looks around, then looks at you, and then...
History is written by
Так, теперь
victors.
надо...
Do not doubt our divine order will prevail. I'll show you. Lohar's boys are no match for Magisters.
Так, поговорим с коровой. Быком, извините.
The bull lazily chews non-existent...
Well, guess I should have seen that coming. Yep, sure do. Or did, leastways. All bulls, sure you want to know? Alright.
The bull shakes itself, swallows the...
World's gonna end. Let me think about that. It'll vanish. I've no idea how long that'll take.
The bull shrugged.
Here. I don't suppose you could do me a favour. Unhitch this here harness so as I can make my way to the field of echo.
The bull nods its thanks.
I knew you'd...
Да пожалуйста.
The spirits of a magister and a dwarf are locked in ethereal combat. Their vicious blows make no impact, yet they struggle on.
Sorcerer! You must hate the Reds as much as I do, eh? Rightly so. Reds had sorcerers locked up tight in that car.
The magister lunges for the dwarf. His...
Anna, you saw it with your own eyes. You know sorcerer's law, Voidwoken, and you know we'd all still be alive if you hadn't attacked our caravan. Before it all, Voidwoken stole the sorcerers along the cliffs, headed for Seven knows where.
Not to flip your flops or nothing, but 'tis more that my boss Lohar is against magisters than for...
The magister snorts in disdain.
Lohar, I should have known. Sorcerer, if you want to stay alive around these parts, you'll stay far, far away from that walking vermin.
The dwarf eyes you steadily and silently. The magister shrugs.
Well, if I knew that, we'd have taken him out long ago. All I can say is... You dare strike me?
Oblivious to your presence, the two spirits... The magister turns to you. Interest...
Ну, волокли их в сторону скал. В сторону скал.
History is written by victors. Do not doubt our divine order will prevail.
Да, они побежали. А, я не туда показал, наверное. Сука, стой.
Doesn't sound promising, does it?
Makes my bones itch.
Ma, can you hear me?
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long arc before plunging into the water below.
Oh, Ma, are you all right? Ma!
A screech like metal dragging on...
You have to help her. Please. You can't see her. She's in the house. And those things are all around. Void things. We were on our way into town. There was a fight. Some dwarves attacked some magisters. They killed everyone. And my mom got them to chase her. And she went across the bridge. And then she raised the bridge and she told me, I'm not trying to stop them. Just distract them. When they finish whatever, if those things get to Ma, are you going to help me? It isn't. All you need's a way across. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right? What should I do?
His gaze shoots to the ground. He grabs a small flat...
I'll keep distracting him. No way.
He performs a divine order...
Now go out, Ma.
А, чё я парюсь-то? У меня же сейчас офигенные штуки есть. Третья пирамида? Еще одна пирамида? Ничего, издеваются?
Good find.
О, нифига. «27, 29» — это совсем неплохо. Еще и со слотом. К оружейным навыкам и атакам. Окей.
And who are you? Oh, never mind, no time. Hurry on in and gear up. There's a void woken right out the front door. Barring? He's still out there? We gotta do this fast. Let's get those bugs out of here. You in?
She snorts and tosses a grenade from...
I could turn an anthill into a crater from a quarter of a mile off. With both... I'm retired Divine Order, you know. I ain't. You'd be glad I do. I got all the fixings here for every kind of bomb, grenade, missile and shell you can imagine.
Не могу найти, где тут должен быть люк.
large for a cellar, isn't it? I've spotted something. I'm sure. What's this? I found something.
Что это за фигня? Какого-то колодца туда надо падать. Ну, на продажу. Странно, почему меня выкинуло оттуда.
You're at the back door now. To arms.
Да бери ты, что ты тормозишь?
this? I found something.
Ты чё, дурак? Нахера ты тут стоял, тормоз, сука? Где у меня там сохранение теперь? Пипец. А чё, там надо по 2, наверное, да, уже? Ну, как бы я это сделал, но это как бы и не надо было. Это что? Так, также пойдем с заднего двора. Фейн получает тег герой.
There you are, my good-looking lad.
Ma!
Let me get a good look at you. You're okay?
Course I am, Ma. Are you?
Fit as a fiddle. And twice the size.
And the house?
She'll be all right. There you. And there's my little Spider-Man. Come here.
Mother and son fall into a tight embrace. One tear rolls down Mari's nose. Falls. Mari seems oblivious to you. Her
My boy.
Hey, wait, Ma. This is my friend. Friend?
Thank the gods. Oh, thank the mum. And our friend here too. I know a good arm when I see one. I'll tell my cousin Ryman what you did. He's real high up in the order and he's visiting Driftwood as we speak. Could be he has some good work for you. Some dwarves, locals, attacked a Magister caravan. Voidwoker must have sensed them. Came in formation like a proper battalion. Never seen anything like it.
Mari looks to Barin and flexes.
Luck wishes. We're off into town. Best.
Так, щит есть. Есть перчи. На интеллект. Есть сапоженцы. Ловкость, мастерство охоты. Подраскидался на 7 весу. Я думал, может, тут духи какие-то есть, но тут нет духов. Цыпленок-то сдохнет скоро. Что с ним делать, я не знаю.
Look who's come to join the party.
The dead here
Oh,
stir.
but you do get around, don't you?
Кислота, замедление, плюс 2 ловкость. Поинтереснее, чем мой.
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his...
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know what to dig, that is. Well, it's not just decomposing flesh and bone dust underfoot, you know. Why, the very essence of decay flavors many an essential...
He presses a forefinger against...
You understand enough, and there is something my heart, such as it is set on. Well, that's the gold-plated question. Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object belonged to a family buried near here. The Surreys. I've been reading up on them. Old Joanna was the last. The poor dear. Problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave. Rather literally.
His coy grin...
Hours spent on scholarship.
Tarquin sighs, and his lips unfreed.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom could prove valuable for both of us. It's a quandary, you see. I tried. I really did. But the servants that tend the graves, well, the spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. Alas, I am stuck. Beautiful.
He looks toward the...
I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some...
Stone Garden. Be welcome.
Да ты шутишь.
The servant grumbles. The elements have made it impossible to make out the name upon this gravestone. At first glance, the spirit seems much like its host, hollow, detached. Yet, in its eyes, you see something more ominous, something not apparent before. The spirit nods, and its face grows even more tortured.
The spirit's as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
Human graves. May the dead stay forever at rest.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Just when I think this land still, at least this...
Бляха-мух, пискун сдох. Что за херня? Блять, эти животные, нахера они со мной бегают? Они мешают только.
At first glance, the spirit seems much like its host, hollow, detached. Yet, in its eyes, you see something more ominous, something not apparent before. The spirit...
The spirit's as haunted as the graveyard.
The spirit can...
Human graves. May the dead stay forever at rest.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
If graves you dig, I'll warn you now. Beware the creak and then the click. Then close your eyes.
The spirit's memories play out before you in darkest black. The sound alone relates the tale. Your footsteps crunch light upon the gravel as you approach the tomb. You know that You ease your way up to the grave and run your hand around the lid, searching for a trap. You find nothing. The click. Uh-oh. Bang. The silence of the night is rent with a sound of screaming. You're screaming as you burn to death.
Commiserations, he says. I knew the risks. If graves you'd open, beware. I have only one regret. I didn't get the loot. I didn't get creak click.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Here lies the Timely, famed Trappist, a master of the pitfall, a craftsman of the snare, died peacefully in his sleep, a wire noose around his neck.
spotted something.
The lizard hums tunelessly. Not a melody exactly, but more...
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept. Lizards burned in lasting flame. Elven trees towards skies did aim. Keeping watch, tending graves.
She ekes out a few more notes, then smiles at you.
It helps me remember. And sometimes they don't stay where I put them. That's okay.
She flinches as you move.
No time.
Her humming fades. The eerie silence lasts.
Riker might get mad. He doesn't like it when someone touches his things. No work. I do it 'cause I like it. Don't cause trouble. Just dig and...
She shivers and whispers.
He's a powerful sorcerer. Lives here in the garden. Can take the you from you.
She points at her head.
The servants. They got nothing up there. Riker has it all now. They need to be freed. The servants. So lost. Chained.
The ensuing silence lasts for several... You were kind and honest and devoted to your dog. Here lies Phylan Surrey, whose family's generous patronage helped build these burial grounds, and who refused to be buried in the Surrey crypt.
Гробница Сурреев. О, да, камера. Почему скелет пытается вылезти из гроба?
Nice statue. The statues go.
10 spans up.
The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. You swear you see a worm emerge from...
Come closer. I dare you.
The servant grumbles.
Which god hears his pleas? And what comfort could the dead find in his words? You'll always find a ruthless tyrant behind a righteous...
As you reach to push open the heavy door, the coils and whirls of engraved wood dance into a new pattern.
Why are you here? Tell me. And mind that you tell me true.
Silence greets your answer. In the distance, you hear the screech of an eagle. Worryingly closer, you hear some kind of a moan.
Enter.
The face melts back into the wood of the door, and the whirls swirl back.
Так, это я к Райкеру пришел. Ну, нет силы, что поделать.
Within the stone garden's walls, peace be thy immortal fortune, relieved of toil, free of indignity, until thou art called to serve.
Блять, запарил ты, ё-моё. Так, это куда-то... Охереть, куда? Выход.
It's not a silent monk, but it seems just as blank.
The servant responds with a blank look.
Locked in perpetual prayer. Keep trying, my friend. In death, the dwarves give eagles life. An elegant passing for an inelegant people.
Biting deep into the rotting flesh, your senses are assailed with a rank odor of meat long past its prime. You see myriad wings flapping, your hand scattering birdseed. You hear the screech. The eagle glowers at you balefully, with eyes like shiny little buttons. One manicured and beribboned claw shoots forth to claim the stringy offal before him.
Pretty eyes, eyes that see far.
The eagle's own eyes glitter with avarice. Peck, peck, peck. The eagle pecks free some choice lump of gristle from deep within the corpse.
Master died, but Master told me what to do. All my life told me you are what you eat. So I do. I will become the Master. Unless you are not the new Master, are you? And if you want to be my Master, you must first become the Master.
You chew it for what seems like forever. Yet the texture does not change in your mouth. Tough yet moist, leathery yet slippery. As an elf, sometimes you really wonder about how you make choices in. The eagle hops from claw to claw, peering.
See? Feel it? The power!
A hacking claw breaks free from his...
Disrespect! You spurn!
He ostentatiously fluffs up his feathers and turns...
Ну и нахер тебе.
I found something.
The plinth of the statue bears a series of deep, circular scratches upon its stone. The statue rotates. You cringe. The statue rotates.
What's this?
The headless statue looms over you. Its plinth bears the same rotation scratches as its counterpart.
What's this? I found something. These are lizard remains, but in the human section of the graveyard.
You lay your hand on the withered lizard remains. A chill caresses the back. You struggle to focus on the so-called healer looking down at you. Nothing but a human quack. You croak out a last plea, to be burned in the lizard tradition. But it only comes out as an
You savage! I hope you choke on me!
The bitter air warms as you near the stone monument. The graveyard's The spirit does not talk to you, though the creature barely...
Help! I'm down here! A mind of this magnitude shouldn't be cursed to live like this. Can you dig me up? Well, I used to be. I can say with confidence who I am now, at least. Don't worry, there's no...
The skeleton tries to brush the dirt from his clattering bones, then frowns. The moistest bits are still stuck in his...
Thanks. You're probably looking for a reward, but I haven't got...
He pokes a finger against...
I'm a bit of a philosopher, you see. Not much else to be, what with all that thinking time.
Философ. Сейчас почитаем.
Are you questioning my intellect? You think you say...
The skeleton pauses and sighs.
A soul bond will settle it. A battle of wits. Then the cosmos itself will decide who can better face the truth. But I'm sure you'll be just fine. Oh, how fun. Just touch this bone on my rib cage here, right over...
You reach for the rib in question, but nothing feels different. Not until you try to pull your finger away and...
All right, mister. Deep thought. First up, our purpose in life. I say it's to...
His jaws clack together in a show of self-assurance. You question your response the moment it leaves your lips. Your entire body shivers.
You poor, precious, pathetic thing. That's what... Let's see if you can do better this time. Tell me, I say no. The gods guide our every move. I dare you to outsmart me now.
You are immobilized by fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of nothing. Fear of everything.
Aw, you're as weak as a kitten. There, I hate to ask another question, but the bond demands it. Sorry and all that. Don't hurt yourself now. I know how trying this must be for you.
You feel the bond break between your finger and the skeleton. In a doubt rips through your mind, soul, and body. The pressure...
Such a pity.
За хрен.
If it ain't Francis Philosopher, looks like you recovered from your existential crisis. I hope you find that wisdom you're looking for. Won't be from me.
Нашел голову.
The headless statue looms up.
Won't budge. Too heavy. This part is gated off from the rest. Whoever is buried here must have been important.
Here rests the dwarven hero Bromley. She served Lucian the Divine with honor and here rests the lizard hero Vidia. She served Lucian the Here rests the elven hero Halla. He served Lucian. Here rests the human hero Garrick. He served Lucian the Divine. Suddenly, the earth churns and buckles upwards in several places. Some...
Godwoken! You must fall. The God King demands it.
You must fall, so that we may...
Let your blood quench our roots.
The covenant shall...
He's steel, Godwoken.
Вот нифига себе.
These graves shall be yours now, Godwoken.
Die, Godwoken.
Your end will be our beginning.
Куда ты, блядь, стреляешь-то? Чё за имбецилизм? Ёбаный в рот, ну он стоит же так вот, блядь, выстрелит и нормально. Ну чё за херня? Хорошая тут вечеринка. Мимо, издеваешься, что ли? Как так мимо? Как мимо-то? Почему мимо, блядь? А, уклонение у него. Так, ну тут я проиграл, так что надо загрузиться и не ходить сюда. Сильные ребята, вот так я скажу. Просто надо чуть подождать и потом прийти.
Voices. The wisdom of elven ascendants. An ancestor tree.
The roots of a great ancestor tree reach from deep underground to the surface above and beyond. But this tree feels you are a scion of the elves. The mother tree demands your blood. You do not have a choice. She has a plan and you must serve her with your death. But then you hear a voice, a friendly whisper from beyond. The voice knows you. He understands. Grateful, you accept. In an instant, you are an elf once more, walking in the world. But your new friend begins to make demands. At last, he bids you guard your tree. He expects you shall have guests. You shall kill the Godwoken when they come. Then you shall be free. The thought occurs. The sign replaced one bad deal with another.
To trade one's soul for immortality and then lose out on your prize?
An undead elf steps from the shadows. He looks powerful, but when he speaks, he is in...
Welcome, Godwoken, to your grave. I promise you decay.
Галан, эльфийский отпрыск.
I decay. I shall serve. He is my... You rot here, Godwoken. We all...
rot here, Godwoken. We all rot.
Так, надо убрать яд с арбалета. Так, нахер. Цыпленка убивает в любой непонятной ситуации.
Spartan army, rise!
Так. Ну вот. Не хватает навыков, а очков навыков-то не дают. Нагрудник на интеллект. Интеллект, телосложение, восприятие, возмездие, сопротивление, некромантия. 1493.
Lucky find.
The spirit looks forlorn, exhausted, spent. Nothing remains of the life you led. The long years after death, relief flows. The spirit looks. You have been you've always relief flow. The spirit. A wave of you, but not this. You relief flow. The spirit.
Ну, хоть с кем-то я справился. Ого, это что такое? Там какая-то пустыня начинается. Какая у них веселая тут... Веселое кладбище очень. Трижды окованный сундук.
The grand altar, indeed. Lizard death rites are nothing if not dramatic.
The chest before you is wreathed in flame, but doesn't seem to be actually burning. The flames dance above the ancient pictograms depicting lizards. You lean in to examine the images further.
It's attacking! Evasive maneuvers, Quackers!
The chest before you is covered in old... You hear a deep rumbling from inside the chest, and a voice emerges. It hisses and clicks, but doesn't make any sense. The chest's chatter gets louder and angry.
Так. А, у меня истоки есть, смотри.
The spirit does not talk to you.
It's hard not to feel some... I watched an elf spend hours trying to force his way into a lizard's chest. He did not leave empty-handed, unfortunately. I pity the poor
Какая саламандра?
The chest before you is... You hear a deep rumbling from inside. You hear a quiet hissing chuckle from the chest as you hop about holding your foot.
To see an elf. To see an elf burning the body.
Короче, пойдем.
The spirit does not... The masked... The spirit sings a long-forgotten tune in a long... The boots are resplendent with polished ivory, heavy, but the air around you glows with sudden heat. Specs dig, work, deeper. As the memory fades, go...
I see you. You have the strength I've been looking for. Patience. Find where the archaeologist cut into the earth.
The voice vanishes, but the bone-deep longing remains. A terrible chill pervades the air as the ashen...
Так, это на силу снова. Снова на силу комплект. Любят силу комплекты делать.
The all-consuming fire...
Ну, вроде... Не знаю. Вроде я прошелся, остался гробница. И остался дом. Так, ну что-то я подустал на сегодня. Хватит. Погост дочистим в следующий раз. Пойдем дальше по квестам. Тут надо почистить еще. Это что у него вечно эта хрень вылезает? Странно. Ну ладно, потом почищу.